Hey y'all, welcome back to Agri Walks with Martin. This is our March edition, and right now it is all in for Ag Education Week here in the Bluegrass State. So I wanted to take an opportunity to get back out with Darrin Edlin, who works with us over at Lincoln National, and just educate the public a little bit on some genetics and some different things that he's got going on here at the farm. So Darrin, tell us a little bit more about what you're doing on the farm as far as the cow-calf operation is concerned to kind of up the genetic performance since the last time we were out here last year.
Right. So yeah, so roughly about over a year ago, I basically and my dad and my brother, we decided that we wanted to add some value-added complements to our already cow-calf operation.
Yeah.
And then eventually, with the help of and the partnership of my brother-in-law with R&K Angus, we got into embryo transplants, some IVF transplants, and just really focused on the EPDs. Basically, the resume of the bulls and some of our future cows that is part of the process. You know, it's challenging. It is very challenging, but I've enjoyed it. I really like. I look at the numbers every night, and I'm constantly writing down data, but it's fun. It's just something I want to maybe eventually, bring on to our community here, and maybe help other farmers, get some of these genetics into their herd.
And I know those expected progeny differences, those genetic markers that are there. For a cow-calf guy that's just taking calves to the market when they're 4 or 5 weights, a lot of times historically, I don't think too many people have looked at those for being big pieces. They want a low birth weight bull or Cavanese bull, but they don't necessarily look at that EPD marker on there. So maybe talk a little bit about bull selection and some of the EPD markers that you're looking for and how that plays into your calf crop that you get on the ground.
So got to look at it 2 ways. I do. I look at as far as like herd building. When I look at a bull, I go straight to the $C. That's kind of his final grade. And I look at his maternal trait, the $M. That's what he's going to, how his heifers are expected to perform if you're going to retain heifers from that bull. Mm-hmm. I'm a big feet guy. I want good feet, good claw. I go to that number as much as I do anything.
So Darrin, I know we got to talking a little bit off script about breeding heifers, and of course we're looking at that Cavanese direct EPD, but also, when you're looking at a bull, I think about, is he gentle?
That's
is he
right.
Gonna run me out of the field? So
that's exactly
talk
right.
Talk a little bit about the docility piece, and how that matters to you.
I go to that number when I'm looking at cows or the bull. Either way, I want to be able to be around them. I want to be able to get them up. I want them to follow a bucket, and but. My number, usually is the higher the number, the more docile the animal is. Yeah. You can get I've seen them as high as 32. Now I'm not that docile, so I don't know if I'd want to. That bull would probably lay down on you, but no. I'm, maybe a 14, 15 on into the 20s is a sweet spot. As I've gotten familiar with EPDs, the numbers don't lie. I've had people, and there's people on both sides of the track there. I trust the numbers. I trust the data, and I think it's just a heck of a guide.
Well, thanks, Darrin, for sharing your knowledge on some of the genetic improvements. I know there's a lot out there. Hopefully it's helpful for you all in this All In for Agriculture Education Week here in the Bluegrass. Thank you for joining us for this month. Feel free to join us back next month, and make sure to check out the Lincoln Letter. You can find it on our website at mylnb.com.